Although the landscape has been changed, as you can see, the Wildcat is still a source of beauty. In most areas, the creek runs clean. Just how clean? I followed Sarah Bridgeford on a trip to the creek for water quality testing. As a volunteer for Hoosier River Watch, Sarah conducts periodic water tests on the Wildcat.
I'm evaluating the water based on the physical characteristics of the site, the habitat, and this site has excellent habitat. Lots of vegetation on both sides of the stream. In stream, we have a lot of nice rocks, cobbles, places for insects to live. We have pools for fish to live in. We have a lot of downed trees, also a good structure for fish to hide in. So this habitat right here is very nice.
As well as the analysis of habitat, Sarah conducts a series of chemical tests of the water to find out the levels of oxygen, phosphorus, nitrogen, and pH.
We have quite a bit in the water. In the time that I've been doing the testing, most of the basic indicators stay the same. What happens is seasonally, we see a lot of differences in the water. Today, it's a beautiful summer day. The water's fairly clear. If we were to come in the spring, late May, after a rainstorm, it'd be a totally different story. The water would be muddy and it would be very high. So the creek has a lot of character depending on what season we are talking about. If I come back next summer on a similar day like this, I probably would be measuring about the same measurements.
Environmental scientists know that stormwater runoff carries pollutants into surface waters. After a spring rainstorm, you will notice the creeks get muddy. The stormwater drains to the creek, carrying a mix of pollutants with it. A big part of this pollution is sediment, which is made up of eroded soil particles. But stormwater will also carry most anything that can be dissolved or moved with water, including lawn and farm chemicals, sewage and wastewater, detergents, automotive fluids from parking lots, and trash. Sarah also examines the biological health of the stream by collecting macroinvertebrates.
Also houses of caddisflies. This is the biological sampling. It's called macroinvertebrate sampling. Typically it's done using a net of some kind. I'm going to use a square frame kick net, and I want to sample the bottom of the stream. So I'm going to rough up the bottom, and I'm trying to dislodge the insects, the individuals who live under the rocks, on top of the rocks. I'm dislodging them, scraping off the rocks. It shows a very healthy biological community right here. We have different families of macroinvertebrates, and not just the same thing over and over. We got variety, diversity, which is healthy, and we have lots of them. Things are very good at this site. If I went upstream into Kokomo or downstream toward Lafayette, I might find more urban impacts, and those will show up especially in the aquatic organism testing. The community will be less diverse. We'll have more types of insects that don't mind being in polluted water.